So you want to know the benefits of going full-time or the benefits of staying part-time? Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you about this hustle. What's up? This is Vic from Quick Cutz Premium Lawn Care here in Conyers, Georgia. I want to talk to you about some of the benefits of going full-time and some of the benefits of staying part-time. Hope that makes sense to you. Now, I know people want to jump into this business, and the word business and you running your business makes a lot of sense. You're like, man, I want to be about my business. But let me explain something to you. When you start something, it ain't a business. It is called what? You are the worker. Self-employed. That's what it's called. It's not a business till you stepping back, looking at it, and you are calling the shots from a place of where someone else is doing the work and you just guiding them along the way. So right now, you're asking yourself, should I become my #1 employee and work 40 hours a week? Or should I just stay at my job and get a second job, which the second job is, I guess, my business? So fam, let's not get caught up in the word business. That's first off. Don't get caught up on that. Don't get caught up on part-time, full-time. What you should get caught up on is the numbers. Does it make sense for you to do it? That's what it should be about. Does it make sense for you to do it? So I'm going to help you out today. I'm going to put some logic in whether or not you should go full-time or you should stay a part-time hustle. What you want to do is total up all of your income. Yeah, everything that you make from your job, right? And then you want to match that with everything that you spend on a monthly basis. And whatever is left over, that lets you know how much money you have in savings. All right, now that's important because what you're going to do then is figure out how many yards you need to have in order to live on that money. You have to be able to match oranges with oranges and apples with apples. Real simple. If your job is paying you $5,000 a month, well, hell, your lawn company needs to be paying you $5,000 a month plus some. I'm going to tell you why. Because the lawnmowers, the gas, and all that, etc., costs money too, and it is going depreciating in value as you use it. So a riding lawnmower, I don't care how new it is, it won't ride forever. Matter of fact, they already know how long it's going to last. That's called the warranty. And 9 times out of 10, not very long. 0 turns, 3 years, stand on 2 years. Understand this, it's a business for them. They ain't gonna give you something that can ride for 10 years. Now, with that being said, you average your numbers up and you know how much money you need in order to live from month to month. What you wanna do is multiply that by the number 12. That's how much money you need to make in order to just live on, okay? Once you figure out your expenses, your regular stuff, you know, your rent, your mortgage, your soap, your water, your food, you know, your utilities, etc., etc. The only thing you can probably cut out a lot is you not going out and spending money on consumerism, you know, going to the movies, drinking beers at the bar, blah, 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 you know, etc., etc. Now, after you figure that number out, like I said, you want to then divide that number by how many months that you have a season in lawn care. In our case, ours is typically around 7-8 months. You divide that, that lets you know how much money you need to make per month. You can break that down real simple, how many yards you need to cut. You know, average it out. You know, on average, you got mostly $50 yards. It average 50 into that price, and it'll tell you how many yards you need to cut. If it's $35 yards, average 35 into that number, it'll tell you how many props you need to cut. The problem you have to do is you got to make sure you leave a conservative amount. If it's saying that you need 50 yards in order to make the same amount of money that you're making at your job, well, you need to add something on because things change sometimes. People quit, people come, people don't. So I want you to make a true evaluation whether or not you should be able to go full-time or you should stay part-time. Let's not make it all about this all roses and dreams and stuff like that. Let's make a practical decision why you're going to do what you're going to do. Because I know a lot, especially if you solo, it's a roof that you're going to hit. It's a ceiling of clients you're going to be able to take in. I'm thinking, and I heard a lot of people say it, I think 30 is the number. You can't do more than 30. 30 is the number, especially if you're going part-time, far as the time it's going to take. Now, what's so good, and here's the benefits about being part-time, if your job is taking care of all your ends, that means that all the stuff that you need, your job takes care of that. Well, hell, man, that means everything else that you make off your business is extra. And extra really means that you can really pour into your business the money that you're making off of it. Don't do anything silly like spending money on stuff that can't grow your business. Man, take all that money that you're making on that extra and have you an inventory of stuff that when you go full time, if a lawnmower breaks down, you can put it in the shop and you got another one to cut on. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Make a true plan of action if you're trying to transition into becoming a full season. This is what I'm going to do 12 months out of a year. So you do that. Now, let's say, for example, your ends are not meeting by your job and your side hustle is actually helping you to make ends meet. I personally don't say quit your job. No. Do not quit your job. Make yourself understand that the only way you should walk away from your job is that people are knocking down your door and you say, hey man, I'm making 2 times to 3 times more doing this than I would be doing my job. Now remember we're talking about 12 months out of a year. Total all that money up, see what you got, and then total all the money up when it comes to your lawn care. That has to be apples to apples. Don't make this thing up and imagine you going full time and all of a sudden your phone ringing off the hook. No, you got to be really turning away work. And when you turning away this work, please keep this information in a system. Yard book is mine. That's what I go with. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but it works for me. So I know how many clients I lost this year because I gave them estimates and it was a slew of them. It was a slew. So next year, I'm going to have to wiggle my prices down just so I can get some more clients. I know because that's the market in my area is yielding. So keep that information. When you turning away so much work to where you can say, hey, if I'd have got this work, I got it, and you know that you can retain this work, then you begin to say, hey, I am going to start by asking my boss for more time off. Hey, I don't know if you got a job that give you 2 weeks out of a year. If you got a full-time job, that's what you do. You take that time to go with the two weeks out of the year. You don't go on a vacation. No, you don't go on a vacation. You cut grass and you make that money to prepare yourself for the day you want to go full-time. Now, this is for my people who are full-time hustlers. You full-time and you know you full-time and you done walked away from your job. Now, I want y'all to be honest. Please comment in the comment section how difficult was it for you? And if it was easy, explain to us whether or not you had a wife who was working. Because if you got somebody else who can help supplement that cost for you, yeah, you can walk away from your job, man. Let's be real on YouTube where we know it's a whole bunch of lies. Be real to help the other guy out to see whether or not they should walk away on pure, I'm out this piece, Jerry Maguire type stuff. I don't believe in that. I believe at the small bite of the elephant, you consume the whole elephant. But hey, man, who wants to eat an elephant? That's what I'm talking about. So, full-time people, tell us how you transition because you're asking me. You're saying, Vic, are you full-time? I think I already explained it. No, I am not full-time. This is not what I do for a living. I have 10 more years before I retire from a school as a school teacher. This is my side hustle. However, my brother from another mother, this is his full-time hustle. How he's able to supplement, because of me. What I mean by that, I take some of that grunt of when things break down too. And he ain't got to worry about it all by himself. He ain't got to worry about if something breaks, he got to come out of his pocket by himself. So we work together, and with us working together, we can afford to keep cutting on. And he's full-time. Now, in the wintertime, he does work with landlords to do paint jobs, repair jobs. So he's pretty handy in that area as well. So you got to have another skill for that off season. So again, to all the guys who went full-time, please give us a little hint on how you did it. Let us know. I saved up this amount of money. I did 2 times my salary because I knew my first year, I knew it was going to be kind of rough. So I had a whole year's salary, what I know I made in a year, and then I quit. And then that's when I knew I was going to go full-time. Man, make this a plan of action. I really want you guys to be successful. I just don't want you to go on out thinking that this stuff is easy. It's not easy. It's only easy for those people who go out and prepare for the hardship, because it is going to be some down things. And I did lose some money this year in the sense of, I could have avoided it had I known better. I could have avoided it. Now, did I make money? Yeah, I made some money. I really did. I made some money this year. The guys who work for me made some money this year. You know, it was a good year, but it still could be a whole lot better had I not made a few mistakes on some of my hiring practices and etc. I might want to get into that. So, again, should you go full-time? Should you stay part-time? Think about it. But always, you can't cut all this grass by yourself. And always, cut on, lawn care family, cut on. I'm cutting out. Peace.